Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. So I'm sitting in a 2021 Ram 1500. This one is a limited, and oh my god, I'm in love with this thing already. If ever I was gonna get rid of the Grand Cherokee, I've kind of, fell into the whole Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler group now, and I really like their products. So it goes without saying that if I was gonna pick a truck, it most likely would be something similar, and it would be a 1500. I love the Ram. I love this Ram. And oh man. Oh my god. This makes me miss having a V8 so much. I really, really wish that I had just gotten the Cherokee with the V8, that Hemi, so I could enjoy this kind of power. These new Rams, what they do have to offer is they do have that eTorque system, and so that gives you the little hybrid, little electric motor that gives you like another little 60 foot-pounds of boost to get this car going a little bit better. But the thing is, it also adds like 100 pounds, so it kind of negates itself a little tiny bit. Just driving this thing is sure fun, and it's really big. It's a big truck, as to be expected. And I gotta say, one of the big things that I love about it is the amount of luxury and tech, which if you stay towards the middle of the video, that's when I cover that. Right now, it's just gonna be me giving you a quick little intro on this ride. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the numbers up here, give you a quick shot of the engine, and cover those things there, which the specs, they're really not all that serious. It's not a high performance truck, but it is a really nice truck overall. There are several engine options, but this one is equipped with the 5.7 liter Hemi V8 with the eTorque system, so that's the mild hybrid system. It has 410 foot-pounds of torque, 395 horsepower, and tows about 12,750 pounds. I really like it. I really like it. Heated cool seats. It has everything that my Overland Grand Cherokee has, and that makes it a really nice transition for me. And then on top of that, going from the BMW M3 into this, it just makes a whole lot of sense. I like nice things, what can I say? And I'm sure a lot of you guys also like nice things too. And this is a pretty expensive truck, starting at about like 55, somewhere in there, and without any options. And this one is the Midnight Edition. So there's a lot of things that this truck has, and oh man. Most importantly, it's got that big V8. You could go with the V6 if you want, but I'm telling you, the V8 is where you'll be the happiest. Especially since nowadays, this V8 actually does better gas mileage than my Grand Cherokee V6. So I'm kind of irritated, just slightly. The styling on this is so freaking nice. You got the LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, tow hooks, all blacked out because it's the Midnight Edition. And just look at that thing. That is one of the sharpest trucks. I'm sorry, Ford. This is how you make a truck. Raptor aside, I love the Raptor. But there's a whole lot to love about this. Just so much to love. Look at this bed size. It's just a 6-foot bed. Man, it is nice. Dual exhaust, which sounds pretty good. I'll let you guys hear that in a second. I also love the amount of storage and cup holders. There's so many cup holders in this thing. All right, and this is what everything looks like from the inside, and it is fantastic. One of the best cockpits, driver's areas that I've been in. It's absolutely luxurious, and you would not realize that this is a Ram. American trucks, American cars, they've stepped it up to a whole new level, and this is just, oh my god, amazing. On the steering wheel, which the steering wheel has this really cool design you can kind of see right there. It's different than what you normally find in like sports cars, which is great that, Dodge or Ram came up with their own unique, it's kind of that wood styling look. But everything, look at this limited badge, sharp, the speakers, everything sharp, Harman Kardon sound, and just the attention to detail on everything. Look at that stitching. That is just amazing. And this screen is 12 inches. And what you can do is if you go down here, you can hit controls. That's where you're gonna have all your heated seats, vented seats, heated steering wheel. Your steps, you could put those out manually. Your backup camera, you can go ahead and activate that. So again, big screen, they take full advantage of it. Everything looks good. Dimming mirrors, heated seats, vented seats for the passenger. There's nothing crazy there, but it's still nice to have all of this stuff. So now that I've got that off, you'll see that at the top, you've got all your heating, air conditioning controls. Easy enough. And it is dual climate, so you can set it there. And then if you really want to, you can go into your apps, and then this is where you'll find more settings, which if you're familiar with Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, any of their infotainment system, it's all pretty standard, pretty straightforward. Don't have anything connected, but the sound system is fantastic. I was rocking out to some good music earlier. Navigation, easy, look at that. That screen is fantastic. And then you could go into your phone. When this is connected, this is where you'd have your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And then when you're done, you can just hit home, and then home makes it pretty easy to have like all your comfort stuff right there. And then you can make a little shortcut where you have the bottom screen to something else that you want. So like you can have climate control and media both going on at the same time. So now let's bring your attention back to this front little screen gauge up here. This is very easy to navigate. You've got your screen setups, you've got your messages, so you can always read everything without taking your eyes off the screen. You do have a stop start, you can control from here, gas mileage, fuel gauge, drivetrain. You've got the pitch and roll, you've got full off-road mode settings. There's a lot that you could find inside of here. Pretty easy stuff. And then on this right-hand side, you've got your four-wheel drive controls. And this is actually pretty straightforward, easy to use. And then you can turn your stop start on. That's pretty nice. And what these do have now is they do have that eTorque electronic motor, so that the stop start's actually pretty smooth in these. There's really not much to go over. On the left-hand side, you've got your lighting controls, and you've got your dome light for the back cargo area. Door settings, window settings, and look at this again. Just beautiful detail, just beautiful. Heated side mirrors, they do fold. And then up top here, you've got a couple more things. So let me go ahead and show you what this sunroof looks like. Jeez, that is nice. Let me open that all the way. Fantastic. There's just so much to love there. So much to love. And then back up here, I mean, you've got your normal, you can open this up, you can vent it. There's all pretty straightforward stuff. Home link controls, so you can actually go ahead and program your garage door openers. Pretty good rear visors. Everything looks solid. Now I want to show you guys all the storage that you get in this. So you've got this storage area here. You also get this storage area. So you got your 2 cup holders, and then you've got your wireless charging pad. Whoa, that fell a little too far. You've got your wireless charging pad right down there, which you can leave this way, or you can actually do the wireless charging pad that way. So it's pretty cool. In there you have a little storage area, USB Type-C ports, regular USB ports right there. And then here you've got your tow haul mode, your parking sensors, and then this has the quadrilift suspension, so you can go ahead and raise and lower this thing. So I'm going to lower this to the park exit. And this is pretty nice because it makes getting in and out of this thing pretty freaking easy. Your running boards, they come in and out, they open and close. But when you have it in the lowest height, you don't even need the running boards. So it's pretty nice. And just overall, look at this truck. This truck is amazing. This is the Midnight Edition, so it does have the black on there, keyless entry. And I just want to show you guys, look at that. That bronze is such a cool color. Everything they've done. Power seats, heated, cooled. I mean, you can adjust your pedals. Electronic parking brake. Big old cup holders. I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you there's enough leg room back here. That kind of goes without saying, so I'll go ahead and hop in just for S's and G's. And if you don't know what S's and G's are, well, that's something you're gonna have to Google. But look at this. My seat's set for me, I'm 5'9", and I've got enough room to do all sorts of things back here. You do have rear heated seats for the passengers. Here, they do get a great view of this panoramic moonroof, sunroof thingy. And then the seats, look at this quality. And you can fold this middle seat down. And now you have more cup holders, because what's more American than cup holders? And if you're hurting for storage and you need just a little bit more, go ahead and just flip these seats up. You got some storage under there. And then this whole thing, you can just put all your groceries there. It's pretty nice, actually. Very nice truck. I'm super, super impressed with this thing, and I think I'm in love. Just to point out a couple key things you can do on the key fob. You can remote start, you can lower the tailgate, and you can lower the air suspension all from the fob. It's pretty nice. So if you have large friends, maybe some that are on the bigger side, then they'll be happy to know that you bought this truck so you can fit all of your friends in here. What I do love is highway manners. This is a pleasant truck to drive. Really, honestly, I don't have a whole lot of complaints. If you can afford it and the money is not really a thing, this makes a whole lot of sense. Yes, you could go back and go say Ford this, Chevy that, GMC this. It all comes down to personal preference. What this does offer is a really good package of performance. It can tow 12,750 pounds, which is fantastic. It also has pretty solid fuel economy. And then on top of that, it does have the luxury. And that's what I love the most about this. And I've said that probably 3 times now, but it is what I love. Man, if you look at a Ram from 2003 to now, it's just night and day. Like, this is a luxury truck. This is like BMW level luxury. Everything feels so good. Everything's nice to touch. Even steering. This thing is a big truck, but it's light on its feet. It actually makes driving a truck not so intimidating. The backup cameras, fantastic. They're super nice, super crisp, super sharp. I can navigate this thing through parking lots without feeling like I'm driving a mammoth. And I mean, it is a big truck, so don't get me wrong, don't forget about that. There's not a whole lot more to say other than those key points. I haven't found any trade-offs in my short time driving this. And I've got to say that if I ever get rid of the Grand Cherokee, don't buy new cars personally, so it won't ever be one of these. But if I bought a used one, I definitely have this at the top of my list because it makes the transition from the from the Grand Cherokee to this pretty seamless, to be honest. I love this Quadralift suspension. It rides nice as hell. And anyone who wants to say that, oh, the Quadralift system's nice until it doesn't work, I mean, I've seen Quadralift systems with 200,000 miles on them without 0 error or issue ever in their lifespan. So now for you to tell me that, I mean, it's always like that when you buy things. You never know how long they're gonna last. You could be the one who buys a lemon. But with the Quadralift system, it's pretty solid. Like, I mean, they're still putting it in their cars, and they're still very reliable systems, and it makes your ride experience so much more pleasant. So much more pleasant. I apologize that it's not the cleanest right now. We did have a little bit of a snowstorm here in Dayton. Not really a storm, like 2 to maybe 2 inches. I wouldn't even say 2 to 3. But man, I do love this thing. I love the running boards. Those are nice. They pop in, pop out. It's just American luxury truck. Like, this is what this is. And yeah, you could get a King Ranch, and a King Ranch is nice. You could get even a nicer version of this one. There's the Longhorns. There's more room to grow on these trucks. Or there are so many higher trims to still go that if you really want to push it, you can push it and actually bump up the price on these quite a bit. So with all that being said, I appreciate you guys checking out yet another episode in Ljs Garage. These are kind of quick, straight to the point. This is how I like to do my reviews. Hit you with the key things that you need to know. There's really not a whole lot else. Cars are nowadays, it's pretty tough competition. Safety features, this one has all of that. Lane departure, forward collision avoidance. It's all pretty easy stuff. It even has the blind spot monitoring for trailers. Easy stuff. Like, things that you didn't think you needed, this has. So you do have all those things covered, and you would expect that for $50,000 to $60,000. Just saying. So once again, thank you guys for checking it out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to let me know. But otherwise, I will catch you on the next quick little initial experience of whatever car I pick next. If you got any others you request, let me know, and we'll see if we can work it out. But thank you guys so much.